Welcome back to Sprague Homestead. So with 3 days of rain, it is glorious today. So happy Friday, and we are getting a serious jump on getting everything done for the mudroom today. So if I show you behind, Nikki got a jump this morning and went and got the big trailer full of wood that her dad brought. So we had it sitting down past the barns. She's got it hooked to her Suburban, brought it all the way up here, and we brought up some siding also on the tractor. So now you saw at the end of the last episode, we had 2 sheets up on the far side there, and that was just to hook up the propane. So right now we have both sides sheeted, the front sheeted, the window in, start of the rafters, and it is lunchtime. So let's kind of go deep into what we've done today, and then I'll show you where we're at the end. Kind of looking at the house, you can see that we basically pulled off the edge all the way up there. So everything there is exposed so that we can extend it out and then connect everything up. So this sheeting here with the ladder next to it is completely sheeted off, and this will just be painted to match. So this material here was bought, like 3 or 4 years ago. We bought this material so that it matched this house here. So we went to the original store where they bought it, and it matches the texture and everything. So all it needs now is just to be painted. So here's the backside. You can see where the gas pipe is there. Everything got pulled off, the sheeting there, and then this is the original house piece. That's why it's painted, and the original window. So now all we have to do is basically cut open that doorway a little bit, trim it to match, and everything inside will be ready to go to dry in. And there you can kind of see the window opening. So that was where the window was, where the exterior was. You can kind of see the rafters there. And then if I kind of get up in here, you can see that everything is left exposed. So I went through and pulled off the edges this morning, basically just disassembled it. You take out the nails, pull the boards out, try your best not to destroy anything because it's all going to be reused. So here's the inside. It's essentially a simple room. We're going to have a door right here, right? That's where the old door goes from the front. The window is transferred out. And then we're kind of talking about making this a built-in shelf here with the opening. We're not exactly sure if we want to seal it out because everything's going to be insulated. If we seal it out from the exterior, or just maybe put in some metal right here. Haven't decided yet, but we might put in some metal just to allow air and light to go through, but also give us a shelf here to basically put anywhere we need to. All right, so it's the end of Friday, and we didn't quite get it all the way done, but we got a lot done. Here are the things we are doing right now. He's out cleaning up some of the mess we made today. We've got a lot of cutoffs here, and a lot of this, thankfully, is short enough and not pressure treated or chemically treated. It will go to the fireplace. So never a dull moment, and we always have stuff to go to the fireplace. So here is the extension. Now you can see on the roof there that we've already started doing the metal, and this is basically putting back what I took off earlier today. But these sheets here are all the pieces we need to finish the roof. We'll probably do that tomorrow morning. So we right now have it sheeted, rafters are in, then asphalt liner, and then the metal will go on top of that. Backside looks very similar. There's nothing there other than we need to paint this to match soon enough. Thankfully I have enough paint. And again, the roof there started but not finished. We do have the drip edge on it, but now I just need to put the top layer on. So there's the exciting part. You can see the roof is all the way out to the edge. The window does flip out. It's completely mounted, and we'll get the door probably tomorrow morning also. So here's kind of a peek of the inside. You can see there's the window opening, the walls, rafters, everything there. We just need to put on the metal on the roof, put on the door, and then this will be completely dried in. Got a little bit more cleaning up to do here on Friday evening, but we will get back at it tomorrow morning. So sleep tight. We'll see you in the morning. Let you know what we do probably about lunchtime tomorrow. All right, so it's lunchtime on Saturday, and you can kind of see that everything is pretty much done on the mudroom extension. So the front door has been replaced. That is what that is sticking out there. You can see all sheeting is done around it, even on the side if I pan around. that is all done, and I have taken the time to sweep it out and get the shop vac out, kind of get it cleaned out. So pretty awesome though. Let's take a look. Still kind of dark in here with the other door closed and that, but you can kind of see if I pan around, we've got the wall there. Everything's closed up for now, and it's all dried in. Still got to put a light up there, figure out some sheeting, but everything there is done. So if you kind of spin around, close the door, get it nice and dark. There's your window and your wall. Everything looks good. There's a new front door. So this is one that Nikki and I picked out, kind of looked through everything. And this is the one we liked. Just a little bit of a piece there on the top, a little window, a little stained glass. Just a little bit better fitting to what we're looking to do. So that is all in. We need to finish up the trim and paint and that, but we will get to that. And with an inside view, you can kind of really see how much light this new window actually adds to the hallway here. It's really kind of interesting. I guess we didn't expect it that much light coming in, but it really brightens the room. So the game plan at this point is it is lunchtime Saturday. It's supposed to rain this afternoon, so we are calling it good for today. So for new front door, new side door, everything's cleaned up. Just probably got to do one more sweep to make sure we get all the electrical tools and power cords and all that stuff kind of picked up so it's not sitting in rain. Again, it's supposed to rain tomorrow, all day Sunday, so we're going to pick this back up Monday where we're going to start framing in our sunroom over here. All right, well, happy Wednesday to everybody, and it is Wednesday evening. And I know I said Monday. Well, what happened was rain, lots of rain. And so we didn't do anything Monday. We kind of called it off because of rain. So Tuesday came about, and well, it rained, more rain. So we didn't get anything really done yesterday. I did run to town, do some car things. Nikki worked around the house and that, so she's done a lot of good stuff on the projects that I'll update. But let's take a look at the deck that we got done today out here in the sunroom. You start to see it's taking shape out here. So along the bottom down here, you can see we have pressure treated and then another board. We've started building a frame for these windows. And these windows are huge. What they are is actually, they are double paned doors, sliding glass doors that we're going to take the frames off of and mount those literally in the walls. So they will be almost, I think they're 5 inches extra on the side here is going to be 5, a window, a window, a window, and then 3 inches, I think is what we figured out. So it's going to be almost a full wall of windows. If I step over here, what you start to see is that you can see the frames for the sliding glass doors. So those are in. We will finish these up tomorrow probably. These are pretty close to being ready to go in. We need to do a couple more things to get them ready for mounting to make sure this is nice and steady. And then we need to build kind of a upper rafter piece here on each side. But these will be sliding glass doors right there. And then again, we're going to do a deck going this way, kind of out and around. And then we have not started this last edge over here. You can see there's nothing on the ground. And we'll get that done tomorrow. Once those doors are mounted, we'll get that last wall in and get the windows in. One of the projects Nikki did finish up yesterday was adding in kind of this sheeting here. So this will help keep wind and rain out of here. As you can imagine, everything flows right here, especially in the melt, comes down right down to the ground on this poor little rabbit here, and it just splashes everywhere. So it just soaks the patio. So what she did there was just put in some framing and some plastic sheet there. And it's still got a little bit of condensation in it. And that's why you see it's got some white in here and that. It's just condensation. But this will block the wind and the rain. Does a great job for just kind of giving it a little bit of an enclosure, but nothing too much like an extra door or anything. And then one of the last things Nikki did was put in trim on the house. So everything is trimmed out now. You can see this is the wall with the double sheets. These were not sealed up, so now these are sealed with trim. Everything there is done. The door is in there. Everything's there. We've already done the foam to that, and everything now is complete. Even the little support there for the step. So that is complete. Now it just needs to be stained, or painted, I should say. Painted later on this summer to match the rest of the house. All right, we made it to Thursday. As you can see behind, the doors are in. So we got everything wrapped up today. So we've got double sliding glass doors there, obviously from Geldwin, and they are local to us. I think these are made, maybe these are made in a local factory here close by. But you can see we have frames and studs ready for there, so that just needs to be sheeted tomorrow morning. And there you can see exactly how big those other sliding glass doors that are now going to become double pane windows are actually going to be. They are 76 inches tall, 34 inches wide. So the frame is there. We will sheet this over, put the windows in, and then we're going to put some backers on them to hold them in, and then caulk them, and they are in there. So you can imagine the sun, which comes down into this direction here. This is going to be a nice area in the mornings. It's going to get a lot of sunshine and be a great, great area to just kind of sit out there, drink some coffee on the mornings, and enjoy the sunroom. So the goal for tomorrow is to get everything sheeted, and hopefully we'll get the windows in. So that will be done, and then everything else will be dried in. It'll be up to us, to Nikki and I, to come in, finish all the inside, make sure all the windows are caulked. We're going to do some insulation in here and get everything prepped, and then probably leave it the rest of the summer. This will be a fall project to come back to. Got to get back to the gardening and a lot of other projects. But we did get something else done today that we didn't expect to, but we got something done today. Morning, Nikki's dad didn't need us for anything, so we jumped on a fencing project we had planned to do this weekend. So if you can kind of see over here where the skid steer is parked, in this area here is kind of blocked off. And right now it's just being kind of a staging area for fencing, some rabbit hutches and other things. So we're going to redo this cage here. This is going to be done for some outside meat birds that we have coming. We've got 100 of those coming. This area is going to be cleaned. And we're going to build 2 car pods in here that are going to be done extra storage for me. So a lot of that lumber we have is going to be used. Now this fence is what we put in. So these fence posts here, if I spin around slowly, these fence posts are actually in here prior. They've been here about 5 years. We never got to it. So this is a fencing project we did. So we have 4 of our boys now in here on grass. And this runs, you can see it runs down that way and then goes back out towards the road and all the way up to almost where the truck is into the barn. So these guys now have a lot of good sagebrush and everything else to eat. So another week or 2, they will most likely have this place completely cleaned out. But right now they are happy little goats, eating as much as they can when they can until they get almost sick. With that, it's almost about 8 o'clock or after, and we still need some showers and some dinner. So we will catch you tomorrow on Friday, and let's keep our fingers crossed that we can get everything done. Sheeted, windows in, and, well, maybe take the weekend off because I'm starting to get kind of sore doing all this. So welcome to Saturday. Well, did we make it? No, we didn't make it. Friday, we did get a lot of stuff done, but we did call it a little early. I had a car thing yesterday afternoon, so we stopped about 4 o'clock. But we did get a lot of progress done. So let's check it out. Here's kind of where we're going to end the week. Now you can see this, the sheeting is done on pretty much all sides. Now on the back side, I'd still have to nail it off, but that will not take long with the compressor and everything. So you can clearly see now this is the size of these windows. They are going to be huge, but I tell you what, the solar potential of these to soak in a lot of good sunshine in the early morning and really heat up this end of the house is going to be fantastic. So you can see now around the doors is completely sheeted. All it does now, it needs to be caulked around all the doors, and then we can paint. We have a little bit left on the trim that Nikki's going to work on, which will be nice and easy to do. And then we'll have to do that, just basically make it symmetrical about the center of the wall there. But that's pretty much done, and it's going to sit for a week. And then this back wall here is what I was saying. It is temporary put up. Nikki's dad did that yesterday, and I will finish nailing that off today with the nail gun and the compressor. So now with that done, we all agreed we were going to take the weekend off because it is Memorial Weekend, and we really honestly forgot about it. With me being out of work, holidays don't really mean a lot. It just means that you get another day to work on the farm. So we're going to do that to go kind of our separate ways this weekend. Nikki's going to work on rabbit stuff. I'm going to go work on goats. And we have some visitors from Portland that came down, one of Nikki's high school friends, or I should say grade school friends, came down. They wanted to go somewhere to camp, so they hit us up and said, can we come out and camp on your property? So we stuck them out in the woods, and we'll see how much they enjoyed that. It was like 26 this morning. So we'll see how much they enjoyed sleeping out in a tent in that. So who knows? But they were happy as heck to get out of Portland for the weekend, so we have some guests. We're going to leave these windows for a week from now. So next week, we're not going to do anything. Nikki's dad needed to run up to Portland to do some business for his construction company. We're just going to work around the farm. We have some fencing to do and always have a bunch of other chores. So with that, we'll let you guys go. Enjoy your Memorial weekend. Be safe, be healthy, and happy homesteading. We'll see you next time.